Yo, what's up? Chris Sims Unbuttoned. Check out my podcast. And as always, I'm proud to be partnered with PointsBet Sportsbook, all right? We do so many good things. This is one of my favorite things I do all week. It's time for Thursday night prop bets, baby. Okay, here we go. I haven't been as hot as I was when I started earlier in the year. I'm trying to regain the form here. It's going to be a great game, I think, with the 49ers at the Titans, Thursday Night Football. Great one. Titans, this is the first one I want to go with. Going with a little funny thing here, a little funny, a little different, but one that I legitimately think is going to happen on Thursday night. Jimmy Garoppolo throwing an interception. Yes, I'm taking that as one of the props. You can get that for plus 105 right now as Jimmy Garoppolo throwing an interception. Let me just tell you the logic here. The Titans can really stop the run game. They're very good. They got a lot of big people up front. They're as good at football as anybody as far as slowing down that. That's going to allow them to use their back seven in a lot of creative ways. And I think specifically Mike Vrabel, defensive coordinator Shane Bowen, they're too smart to not realize the 49ers throw the ball over the field, over the middle of the field, almost all the time. They barely throw the ball outside the numbers. I think that's going to lend itself to Jimmy Garoppolo trying to fit a ball into a tight window over the middle, and a Kevin Byard or someone gets their hands on it, gets an interception, all right? So there's a little fun one that I like. Now to the Sims Boost bet, all right? You talk about the run game of the 49ers. It's as special as any run game in football. They got it rolling. They're healthy on the offensive side of the football. I do think enemy number one for the Titans defense is going to be, we got to stop the run, because if they start running the ball on us with Deebo Samuel and Jeff Wilson and company, then we have no chance of stopping anything else. So I do think the Titans will have people in the middle of the field to stop the play-action pass, load the box to stop the running game. The 49ers are not the best passing game, but I think this is where George Kittle comes into play here. So there's two things here. I think Kittle, 50-plus receiving yards. Yes, I'm taking that. He's on fire as of late. I think he's going to find they're going to find a lot of ways to kind of sneak George Kittle through the line of scrimmage, behind the linebackers, off of play-action passes and bootlegs, because the Titans will be so worried about stopping the exotic run game of the San Francisco 49ers. So that, with the boost of, I'm picking the 49ers to win the football game. I am. The Titans have not been playing well. All right, I still look at them and respect the Titans and think they can make some noise in the AFC playoffs. But I look at the San Francisco 49ers and the way they've played over the last 5 or 6 weeks, I think they're in the conversation with the best teams in the NFC. Listen, you go through this 49ers football team, what's not to like? The only thing I look at is the corners that I question. Receivers aren't healthy in Tennessee. I don't see this being the day or night that Tannehill in the pass game revives their magic and takes advantage of that. All right? Julio Jones banged up. A.J. Brown, I don't know if we're going to see him. He just got off of IR. Even if he does play, it's not going to be 100% A.J. Brown. So I like the 49ers win, and within that win, I think the Titans focus on the run game and Deebo Samuel so much that George Kittle has a really damn good day. That's my boost bet. Boost from a plus 100 to plus 150. All right? So let's take that to the bank. Next one I like. Titans, just talked about. Passing game, less than, right? There's issues there. There's no doubt. 49ers, all right, they play a lot of cover 4 coverage. And if they feel like you start to throw the ball outside the numbers a little bit, they'll protect them and play more of a cover 2 to protect their corners. Regardless, it doesn't change my opinion of, if you want to move the ball in the 49ers, you're going to have to run it. They're not a team that's going to bring extra people into the box a whole lot. They're not. They're not going to do that. So I think that's where there's a numbers advantage for the Titans, let alone they have a very good running game. They do. Even last week in their loss against the Steelers, they blew the game. They ran the ball fine. The Patriots game 3 weeks ago, yes, they lost, but they ran for over 200 yards against the Patriots defense. I think Deontay Foreman will get over 45.5 rush yards tonight. That's the one I do like that. I'm taking the over there all the way. You can get the over for minus 125. In fact, I really think he's going to go significantly over that. All right? So that's that. Now, one more fun one. San Francisco, Tennessee, anytime TD. All right. I'm going to go with low-hanging fruit, just for the one that I think Deebo Samuel is the guy to look at for the anytime TD. If they get down with inside the 10-yard line, they're going to find a way to throw him the ball or give him some creative game plan design run. Could be a speed sweep, a reverse, a screen pass. There's just so many avenues to get Deebo Samuel the ball. I'm going to go with him as being the guy to get at least a touchdown tonight. Not sure I'm expecting a huge statistical night from Deebo, but I am going to say I think he gets the touchdown when they get down in there close. All right, that's it. I got nothing more for you. I hope you like it. Jimmy G throwing an INT. You got my boost with Kittle, 50-plus yards. 49ers win. Deontay Foreman, 45.5 over. That's all I got to give you here. And a little Deebo Samuel touchdown. All right, enjoy the holidays. Everybody be safe and healthy out there. Peace out. We'll see you next week.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.